So welcome back to my channel. I'm Astrology and today I'm going to talk about Rahu in all the 12 houses. This is my series on planet and houses, and if you want to know more, stay tuned. So talking about Rahu, if you want to know Rahu, you need to know Ketu first. What is Ketu? Ketu is the planet. Wherever it sits in your horoscope, it tells you about your past life. It separates you from your past life. So basically Rahu is your present and Ketu is your past. So Ketu, what Ketu does? Ketu separates you from your past things. For example, if Ketu is in your 5th house, you might get separated from your loved one. You might get separated from your children. You might get separated from things related to 5th house very easily. If Ketu is in your 4th house, it separates you from your mother. You might lose your mother first, early in your life. So that is the way to interpret all these things. And Rahu tells you about what you have to do in this life. Rahu actually tells you about what you must do in this life. Rahu is your present. Ketu is your past. So this is the basic way to interpret your horoscope, and if you know the basics, you can guide yourself better towards a better life. And yes, let's get started with Rahu in all the 12 houses. So talking about Rahu, what is Rahu? Rahu is your present. Ketu tells about your past life. Wherever Ketu is, it tells you about your past life. What you were in your past life, what you used to do in your past life, with whom you were attached, because you will get detached from that thing in the present. In this life, you will get detached. For example, if Ketu is in your 4th house, most probably you will like to move abroad in this life. You might not stay in your motherland. So this is the way to interpret things. Rahu is your present. Ketu is your past life. So let's get started with Rahu in all the 12 houses. And Rahu in the 1st house. Rahu in the 1st house makes a person extremely clever. A person is intelligent. A person loves to do gadget work. You might be a good electrical engineer. And it's seen that if you have Rahu in the 1st house, you have big eyes. Sometimes it also gives you tendency to cheat. You are a tricky person, and it's very easy to judge from the chart what kind of person you are. But Rahu in the 1st house makes a person self-oriented, and if it's well placed, depending on the sign, makes you successful engineer, makes you a person who loves to handle all the computer gadgets. So you might be a CEO of a big company. So the negative side is that you might be a little flickering. You might not be able to decide well for yourself. Rahu in the 2nd house makes a person distant from the family. There might be some kind of dispute in the family later in the life, or you might not be able to gel well in the family. So you will decide to shift away from them. So if you have Rahu in the 2nd house, I would suggest that you do business that is not your family business, and it's better to do something of your own to make things better. Rahu in the 3rd house makes a person extremely vocal about how you speak. Your communication is amazing, the way you communicate. You can make someone impress very easily with your words, and it's not difficult for such people to maintain contacts. You are a person that goes about and makes friends, and people just love you. Rahu in the 4th house makes a person extremely dedicated towards your own country. You might come across people who have Rahu in the 4th house. They're always talking about their family. They're always talking, I have to do this for them, I have to do that for them. So there are people who have a circle that is quite small. They don't explore much. They like to stay indoors. They are introvert people. Rahu in the 4th house also makes you a person who likes to have lot of good things, like some kind of luxury car, some kind of luxurious branded things. So Rahu in the 4th house is considered good. Rahu in the 5th house sometimes gives you multiple affairs. It might give you tendency to have multiple affairs, and you might not be able to decide which one is good for you. There might be some kind of confusion in your life regarding your love affairs, and Rahu in the 5th house also sometimes gives you some problems in children or your education. So you just need to do some kind of remedies according to your horoscope. Rahu in the 6th house makes a person extremely bold. Such a person extremely different. A person likes to think out of the box, and Rahu in the 6th house is good. A person has great ideas regarding some business, and he gets support from his family, and he's able to conquer his enemies. If he has some kind of enemies, he is able to just get rid of them. And Rahu in the 6th house also gives you good inheritance. You might inherit good from your family. So it's good. Rahu in the 7th house is not considered good because it gives you tendency to go out of your marriage. It gives you tendency for multiple relations. So if you have Rahu in the 7th house, and if you are not married, you can think about not marrying the person who has Rahu in the 7th house, depending upon the sign. Rahu in the 7th house makes a person extremely dedicated towards his business. He is always talking about partnerships, business, but yes, on the personal front, it's not good. You might have a tendency to cheat your partner, depending upon which sign. If you have a good Jupiter, which aspects it, it gets nullified. So you don't have to think so negative, but overall, Rahu in the 7th house gives you a tendency to move out of some kind of the norms of society. Rahu in the 8th house gives you good inheritance. It gives you love for secrecy. It gives you a love for things that don't require public attention. You like to work in private. You're not kind of that person who likes to go about telling your job. You like to work in secrecy, and you also have desire for occult, and you are interested towards it. Rahu in the 9th house makes a person extremely dedicated towards spirituality, towards knowing yourself, towards a deep desire to travel a lot. And Rahu in the 9th house also gives a father who is quite spiritual. You might have a father who will always be a godfather to you. You don't need anyone. You have a father who will actually be your guide. So Rahu in the 9th house is good. Rahu in the 10th house makes a person a good businessman. You're a tactful person. You know how to go about things. And Rahu in the 10th house, if you are running through Rahu Mahadasha, for sure Rahu gives you foreign settlement quite easily. And provided the other planets are also supporting it, but Rahu in the 10th house makes you travel a lot. You will travel abroad, and finally you can settle abroad if eventually it comes in your mind. Otherwise, Rahu in the 10th house also gives you good business in your homeland. Rahu in the 11th house is considered very good for income. You receive income from multiple sources, and sometimes it might create some kind of delays in your child birth. It might give some problems at that time. Otherwise, Rahu is considered very good if it's in the 11th house. When Rahu is situated in 11th house, it not only gives you multiple ways of income, it also amplifies what you're saying. Sometimes, yes, people misunderstand you, what you're trying to say, but it amplifies the place where it's situated. Rahu in the 11th house is considered very good for income. You receive income from multiple sources, and sometimes it might create some kind of delays in your child birth. It might give some problems at that time. Otherwise, Rahu is considered very good if it's in the 11th house. Rahu in the 12th house gives you love for occult, but the only negative thing that Rahu in the 12th house is that there are chances of imprisonment if the dasha or the antardasha of Rahu comes in your life. So you just need to take care of that. Otherwise, Rahu is good in the 12th house. And yes, this was my analysis on Rahu on all the 12 houses, and I hope you like it. And if you like it, hit the like button. And yes, if you need any consultations, you can email at the link below and I shall get back to you. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Stay blessed, be happy. Bye-bye.